My wife. She was taken. The Secret Society, Tony Robbins, Tim Ferriss, sponsored by Squarespace or Audible. Please help me. They're holding her ransom till I do a writing advice podcast. I just want to back. I just want to... And welcome back to another episode of Writing Advices, where we help you become a better writer. I have one question for you. How are you? Me? Tony Robbins stole my wife. Today we're doing, why not? We're going to be talking about missing persons report writing. Topical. Number 1. Write like the missing person's life depends on it. Because it probably does. Each word you write could be the difference between life and death. Each sentence you construct could be the hand that reaches out and pulls them from the clutches of evil, or could kick them deeper into the dirt. If it helps, imagine your words are a loaded pistol pointed at the missing person's sternum. Every wrong word pulls on that trigger that incy-wincy bit more. You sure you want to use that word? What about poor little Adam? Adam is 10 years old, is on the school football team. He recently got himself his first gold star for his performance in spelling. His mum made him his favourite spaghetti bolognese meal as a nice little present for him. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Well, he did. Now he's bleeding out of a gaping hole in his sternum.
Oh dear.
Because some idiot wrote a bad missing persons report and the police rescued the wrong child. Now the world hates you. Now you hate you. Now you go and kidnap yourself just so you can torture yourself. Force yourself to write your own missing persons report. With one hand holding the pistol to your sternum, the other hand on the keyboard. Let's see if you do better this time. Whoopsie. Number 2. Be concise. Number 3. Describe the missing person like you love them. Like this. Catherine Cooper is a school teacher, 29 years old, adored by all who know her. She is 5'6", has a mole on her cheek, and has piercing blue eyes that make you feel like you're not such a fool and like maybe one day you could make yourself a better human being. She has a way with words that make you feel like you're the only person on the planet, and she can dance too. God, I miss her. Yeah, something like that. Number 4. Don't let them get taken.
Well, that's one option, yes.
Everything's obvious in retrospect. Everybody says, Luke, why did you let your wife get taken by Tony Robbins and his cult of self-improvement life coaches in the first place? Then you wouldn't have to write a missing persons report or make a writing advice podcast. Look, I'm just a man. How was I supposed to know that by signing up to the Make Your Passion Project Against All Odds online course was going to result in my wife being kidnapped by self-help superstars? Sometimes you just don't know these things. But yeah, I mean, I could have read the Yelp reviews or something. Number 5, just do whatever they say. Make the passion project. I mean, podcast wasn't even my passion project, to be honest. There was a drop-down menu. It was either make a writing advice podcast or start an e-commerce store. Regardless, don't try to get smart and send them a link to some other writing advice podcast and claim it as your own. I tried that with Grammar Girl and somehow they knew it wasn't me. Next thing I know, I arrive home one evening after work to find the cat needs feeding, the clothes need washing, and no wife. Just a note. Damn you, Tony Robbins. Damn you. Damn you! What was I talking about again? Anyway, this has been another episode of Writing Advices. Next time we'll be looking at songwriting. So that'll be nice. Yeah. This episode is sponsored by the Make Your Own Passion Project Against All Odds mini course, online course, provided by Tony Robbins and Tim Ferriss and Audible and Squarespace, and you know, it's very great.